So, start with your name, where you from?
Okay, well, I Rashid Rahim from Mayaro here, right here, and what's going on with the seaweed coming from South Africa, from the Sargasso Sea, which normally the name is the Sargasso weed, and corporations give contractors to clean up the beach with backhoes and trucks, what did earlier on today. And we as the lifeguards want to let the public know that when they do come to the beach, be very careful on walking on the seaweed, because they could have tangled catfish and jellyfish and they could hurt themselves, so they have to be very careful on walking on the seaweed. Right.
Okay, for the past how long this been occurring?
For the past 4 years, this coming a certain time of the year, like this month, from February month to June, it is becoming for the past 4 years. It came to Mayaro Beach.
Okay, do you have an idea of what causes the amount of seaweed that are coming onto the beaches?
Well, they did an interview on it and they said it's a current that passed through the Sargasso Sea and come down to our beach. That brought the seaweed.
Just to take some speculation out from some people who are thinking it's an act of God and all these kind of things. Let's get the scientific fact of what causing it and everything like that.
Okay, well, as I say, the Sargasso Sea is a part in South Africa, and is a current that passes through there and come down into the Pacific, where the current now is bringing in the seaweed onto our beach. It's going to Tobago, even Barbados, even getting the seaweed. So it's not an act of God as people assuming. It's just a current that passed and brought the seaweed down to us.
Okay, as the seaweed is here right now, how it affects you as a lifeguard and your colleagues?
Well, normally we just do training into the water. We cannot go into the water to do our training, and plus it not only affecting us but the beach goers who cannot get a bait on the beach, and the fishermen also, they cannot even fish because they're tying up in their nets, and they're the one that's in more trouble than any one of us. So they can't fish, they have their family to maintain and they cannot go out at all.
Okay,
but we want to say that the seaweed is also good for manure, very good fertilizer, and we can advise the public to come and gather as much as they want, so it will help off the beach also.
We are going to this one here now. So as for beach goers, what advice? Will you still advise them to bail with the seaweed coming up?
No. What happens is the seaweed, if your skin tender, it will scratch. Right? And yeah, sensitive skin, it will scratch them and probably lead to they need to go to the hospital and them kind of, because you don't know, you're not sure what is going to the skin.
I'm not sure what's happening.
And not sure what would be the effect. Yeah.
And what's going to be coming up with the seaweed?
Yeah. Last week we saw a set of how they call this, the crayfish. A lot of crayfish came in with the seaweed, so we don't know if other insects or other sea creatures came in with it.
Some people might say snakes also will be coming up. Can you confirm with that?
Well, I'm not sure because I haven't seen any snakes since I'm working, but I know when the Orinoco floods, snakes do come down with the Orinoco, but not as for this, I haven't seen any.
Okay, now we're going from that part and going from with fucking beach waders and something like that. Normally, do we, let's say for the last 4 years, before that, with also the fishermen in the community, have we ever seen anything like this?
Not for, until, as I say, for the past 4 years that it came, and before that, it didn't have anything like this. Yeah, though it didn't have this type of seaweed.
Okay, let's get, you talk about the currents that, do you think, have you ever idea of what have changed the current to bring the seaweed into our shores, or anything like that?
No, I cannot say, but the current started to come, as I say, about the last past 4 years, and I'm not sure what caused the current or why it is coming onto our beach at this time.
Okay, as seen as now the currents have changed and seaweed is now coming to our shores, do you think, because as how we located under the hurricane belt, and we all know that within the hurricane it goes as the current flows, do you
Well-
think that hurricane will now transfer from us heading northwards from us and now coming down to our side?
Well, that varies because sometimes hurricane just change directions, and don't know if that will the hurricane belt will change also as the sea current change, but I'm not sure. I can't say.
And that based on the temperature and the sea level. When the hurricane does move together, the temperature.
Alright, we will come to you next over that.
Yeah.
We're coming after. So that question, we'll give you that question. Alright, so we talk about the fishermen, we talk about the lifeguards and the people and the beach goers. You per se, as some of the things that, one of the things that you say that you could use with the seaweed is for manure fertilizer. What else do you recommend that the people can use with the seaweed?
Well, as far as I see, nothing else really, because I mean it just stays and it dries and it rots. So more or less it's just the manure. But it had a documentary and they say that it is good for high blood pressure and diabetes, but I don't know the dosage or what to do with it for that sort of medicine.
Okay. As a lifeguard under the Ministry of Tourism, do you think this would have a big impact on the tourism, local and even foreign tourists coming into Miaro?
I would say yes, because as a tourist coming into bathe in the Caribbean and they see these set of seaweed and thing, it will just, the mind will change on bathing and even not coming to the beach because the beach is in a mess.
And as today, as within the corporation, not only today, but a couple of days before, the corporation now trying to get the seaweed out of the beach. How would you take that that action from the corporation and from the government?
Well, if they're continuously doing it, it will help a lot because the beach will get clean, but it still have a lot coming in still. And as they take it out, as the high tide comes back in, is seaweed again. So they have to continuously take it until the seaweed no longer comes.
Do you have an idea of how many seaweed have actually come out from the beach and how much more will be coming out of the beaches?
Well, it's tons and tons of seaweed, and for the past few days they move a lot, and it have a lot still coming. So it's a lot of work to get rid of the seaweed at Miaro.
There's anything that you would like to tell the public or let the public know about the beaches of Miaro?
Well, Miaro Beach is a very nice beach, right? But they have to be specific with where they go to bed. They make sure and talk with a lifeguard before they do enter the water because it have a lot of rip currents, it have passing currents, and even with the going down tide, it is pulled out at sea. So we need the beach goers and them to liaise with the lifeguards at least before they enter the water.
Okay. I say liaise with the lifeguards before you enter the water. Is that a new action coming from the Ministry of Tourism or also as the lifeguards?
No, as a lifeguard, we would like for the beachgoers to come and speak to the lifeguards before they go in the water, because some of them, they just enter the water and they don't know where they're entering. Some of them might be in a danger zone and they just go into bathe. So at least they could get information from the lifeguard where to bathe or where not to bathe. Yeah, because then it have some of them, they don't even know what the flags mean. So at least they could come and ask about the flags, what it signifies and stuff like that.
Okay. One thing I'd like for you to do again is say your name and spell it for me, please.
Rashid Rahim, RASHEED RAHIM.